done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, back man. 180!
Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Here,
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Coming to you.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike's 57's right. You remember me? Let's go.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, get on.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 54.
Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Let's go one more.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Silver. Hey, Burrow.
On third down, Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Good job right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, it's Carson. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down. Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Double dog. That's the way. Go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and you.
We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Seahawks.
On first down, it's Carson. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Rush in.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Sanders. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Oh, yeah! 3rd down and 7.
180! Mike 54! Got one!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
50 seconds to Mike. You just won.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, that's caught by Penny. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll toss it to Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 minutes. So they've got. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Let's go. Check. 59. Shit.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Check 50.
At the 23-yard line.
59. Front left. Check tight. Mike 5'9".
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
59. Mike to 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, check. 59. You don't want this.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
On play action, Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Here we go. 14, 82, 14. Yo! 58, boy, 58.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, 0-0.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
59 mark. Check, 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Pick the edge.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check out free. Hey, shit.
Slow down. I'll go special.
Check 59. Over. Practice 59.
Again, it's Homer. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go. Check.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Alert.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check three.
Hold up. Gun.
Another try for Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Seahawks 26, Eagles nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Penny. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A terrific run there by Penny, 74 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. A big pickup there on 3rd and 6. 34 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 14. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Hey, foxtrot.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Tonight, 315. Bang out. Bam. 57 to Mike. Echo.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 4 down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
I smell fear now.
Now it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
57's Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. To throw is Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
58, boys, 58.
Throwing now is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Fourth down, Wentz goes off, and on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Go 14. Get him! Get him! Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Put on truck. Push him back. 57. Mike, 57. Come for you. What?
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
57. Alert. Set the tone, defense, let's go. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And the Seahawks first down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. give me that work and I can sell it, I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Superman, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish him, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get